face!
Hello everyone and welcome back to Captain of Industry. In the last episode we got ourselves our nuclear power plant going with a couple of whoops, a couple of meltdowns, but we've managed to overcome them and it's now running stably fine. I do need to consider possibly increasing the amount of power that I'm going to require because coal is starting to become a bit of a drag to try and get to my coal power plant. So I'll probably have to upgrade this with the next reactor using the MOX. MOX rods, which we got a surplus of now. But that's not going to be the priority today. Coal is... I've got the one vehicle down here now to dig out the last remaining down here, and then I've got to make a new ramp to clear this coal. We're taking coal now from over this side over here. I've moved the trucks over there. I've been planning a few things, and yes, I didn't upload any videos last week because I've just come off of a 14-day work schedule, so I just haven't had the time to record anything. So yeah, so we're at this point where we need to look into our next tier research and into electronics 2. Electronics 3. Now I've got something semi-planned out. Originally, someone commented in the last episode about regarding what I've done here. Obviously, I did not. Well, I do know about that the production buildings could do multiple things overall, but I couldn't really think at the time. But they suggested that the one machine did to do it and to queue everything up over here like this, so that I think I've got it in the right order. It should be lowest priority, and then it should start taking them in those orders. So we're gonna go and try and get this built. My power is probably gonna be a problem. It's gonna struggle for quite a bit, so let's get resource buildings brought into action. First, I'm only going to just build the one to see if it works. But it should work. This kind of makes sense that it should. Because we need to get the next tier research ready. Next thing is need to be making the silicon wafers, which takes 48 poly. Well, not actually overall, this is just the throughput. It's 24 every 30 seconds, but it's a 60 seconds recipe, so technically I only need the 36, but I'm calculating it out to be the correct amount. I'm only doing this as a temporary setup. You can see I'm trying to plan a new layout for everything and to make a full train system and prioritize the lines so that copper, goes into the things in the correct order and sorts. But yeah, we're just gonna do just a quick setup to start getting the electronics 3 in so that I can get further research ready. So this thing's going to need sand. Which we've got plenty of sand still being taken up by the beach over here. I got to consider going into quartz and turning that into sand, to be honest. So let's get why does it always do that to me? So this needs water, which this needs water, which produces a small amount of steam. Rock, slag, slag, move. No, I'm just going to let the steam just come off of this. I'm going to pinch the water from this building. So this is the graphite, coal and sand. So those are going to be the problems. Here's the coal. Graphite. Right. I'll pause you for a second. Let's try and get all this built. Anything delivered, thank you. Yeah, I thought to myself, it's like, this is going to require so many T-flops or teraflops or whatever it's called, that there would be an insane amount of required power for it, so this doesn't seem to be the proper setup for it, so... So what I'm going to do is scrap that. Hopefully this is definitely going to work. Iron's a little bit slow because I've got to dig it from all the way over here. I want to get rid of this little bit of mountain here. Then I can start digging deeper. I've got this iron deposit ready to be taken over when it's required, once that one is low. Next thing is probably going to be research after this build. I've already demolished the old research area because I needed the space for future stuff. Once I rearrange once again the layouts. Oh, I also got this area connected, so that I've now got a shortcut instead of going all the way around the crater. What we can do is get the next tier of research, which is going to require this guy. So, I think only assembly 4 is the only one that can make the purple science. Which takes 16, which is 2 of the previous ones. Can they do... Well, they do 12, which isn't enough. It requires 3 teraflops. I've got... eight available. So if I take one of these and then change it into Actually, let's see. There's not enough inputs. Let's just do 1-to-1 for now. Turn that around. Turn that around. Wait, these... They're fine. They don't require... Do that. That. That requires 24, which... If I did another one of these... then I can use a normal lower grade one to do that. I do have research. Yeah, I do. Lab equipment, lab equipment. Do I have white? 180. Problem is that needs to share the same belt here. I can't see what I'm doing because there's a bush in the way. Paper and glass. Paper. That's another problem as well, is glass. I think it's coal, and where the location of my sand is miles away. Sand is a problem. It's not getting here quickly enough. I'll need to get with the quartz maybe and just have it independently have its own quartz supply. Anyway, where was I building this research over here? So right. It's temporary. Everything is temporary. Machine parts and electronic 1. This needed electronic 2, and this one's electronic 3. And I will store purple science. Surprised they haven't got this built in the processes of oh, this requires teraflops as well. Okay, I might need another just get the trucks to deliver the stuff forcibly. And then we'll need this dude. It's quite an impressive looking science lab. Oh, this requires maintenance free, so no. Okay, so we will ignore you for now. Plonk you there. Can I not assign? No, I cannot assign a truck to pick that up. Okay. Get you built. I need to get this research ready. as a temporary, put in electronics 2 here until my new setup is ready. Let's get this rest of this built. That's not what I wanted to do. Don't boost it, please. Alright, what are you missing? Sand. Sand's being delivered. Coal's here, graphite's here. It's just waiting on the sand to arrive. There they are. Oh, wait, hold on. These guys need hydrogen. I'll just wait for the hydrogen to arrive. You need to wait for the production of other things. You're missing the one science. You're getting the mechanical parts. Please don't deliver directly to the machines. Because then we'll unlock data servers, which will yeah, be a lot more. Cool. Coal's been. I've got like 1,000 coal. Was sat on my ship, which was taken from a old the old coal mine out there that ran out, and the cargo ship just wasn't picking it up, so I just manually picked it up with the ship. I want to see this starting. Just waiting on the hydrogen, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, right, so all the white is in there. What was you? I'll get rid of these cargo containers once I've taken all the... Oh, okay, they're already empty. Go now. There's a little bit left on the belt, so I'll leave it. Anyway, hydrogen, where are you? Yeah, I've been thinking about like everything is a bit too far spread out, and I'm not utilizing the trains efficiently. You know, I could use a lot longer trains to bring in resources a bit more efficiently. I might do some changes on that regarding that. Once I've dug up to this massive plateau with the big iron and copper, I'm going to put in some really big trains to just drop the stuff off so that the trucks don't need to keep doing it. So cool, right, the wafers are being made. Yeah, I need to make like a big silicon factory and get it connected up with this small one over here to produce the polymer, silicon polymer for the electronics too. So I need to make a independent place for that. I don't know, maybe over here or something. This rail line is going to be re-diverted once I got the last of that coal out. And I'm going to be setting up train stations, moving all this. And I plan these things and I'm like, oh, this looks cool. And then later on I'm like, okay, I need to change it again. And then I built this new factory array and I was going to expand it outwards. I was originally going to move the vehicle factory, but ended up needing to make it even bigger. The scale and complexity of this is beyond my imagination because I've never progressed this far before. So my output is full. Should I just take it into a crate? I presume it's a flat. Yeah. Can't export to the building. Okay. Thought I would be able to. How do I want to prioritize the other material to come in first before the silicon wafer, otherwise it'll clog up the belt. Or no, because I'm pulling stuff out. I can't tell a belt to just pull a certain item out, can I? Can't specifically tell it to pull out certain items. I don't know if the item was like in here, would it automatically take it, or will it spit it out first? Let's do that for a second. And then I'm gonna just pump in the I know that it's not efficient, but I'm experimenting here. Pull the truck, please. So there isn't another input port. Right, let's see what happens. So this is getting processed. Does it need to pull it out to continue making? It does say it needs it. Okay, it definitely does need to pull it out. Okay, can I add what I can add? Additional items to the pull out. Okay. So how do I then... Where'd they go? I'm guessing they're going in there. Okay. What I want to do... Oh god, select it please, thank you. Let's get rid of you. Seconds, you're in the way. No, that's just a sorter. Okay, right, this is just gonna go round in circles. So this is working. But it's queuing up, it's not taking the stuff yet. Okay, now it is. Now it's going to produce the next stage. So that's working, but then I'm going to have it clog up. With the different stages. Okay, well, if people could let me know what I could do in this kind of situation, how I'd set this up, or I'll look online regarding it. This does work, but is there a way to... so the belt doesn't absolutely get consumed by one variety? So for example, the silicon wafer will be something to do with the flat balancers. No, I can't directly... I can't put them directly against the building, so I can't do that. Is there a way to... I'll have to investigate and figure it out. Yeah, one will do them all, which is fine. I think it's now just... no, it's still working, it's still producing further. No, I've got to think about this. I'm going to leave it here. By that time, I should have electronics freeze or red electronics, whatever, produced with the next research available. If people can comment on regarding how I could do this without doing a massive setup, because that's the only other way I can think of. But we'll see. But I'll leave it there. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you and goodbye.